Do you know how to motivate yourself during your tough times? Though I have learnt it in a hard way, the real truth is learn to count your blessings and not your struggles. Look at how far you have traveled and you have come to this stage without bothering too much about your future. Often we think only we are undergoing tough situations in life, whereas others are having a jolly ride. How many of us know about this Iron Lady of India, Mrs. Kousalya? Every time I was down with a challenging situation, I used to think about this woman who energized me to handle the situation in a much better way. Who's she? Who is Kausalya? I'm not referring to the wife of King Dashrathar or mother of Lord Rama. This woman hails from Namakkal district of Tamil Nadu. I used to think about this woman and let's see why this woman is so special and why she is a big source of inspiration in my life. Mrs. Kousalya Periasamy is the first Indian woman to bravely claim herself as AIDS victim in the year 1995. She lost her mother at the age of 2 and she grew up with her grandparents and stepmother. At her young age of 19, her stepmother forced her to marry their close relative who was a lorry driver. Her relatives compelled her to agree for this marriage by telling her that it was her dead mother's last wish that she should marry this person. And finally, Kausalya agreed for the marriage. Unfortunately, within a couple of months after marriage, she fell ill and she was diagnosed with HIV positive. She also got to know that her husband was tested as HIV positive well before the marriage itself. Her husband passed away and she was thrown out of her husband's home to avoid claiming any of husband's ancestral property. Relatives again came into the picture as usual and blamed her fate and called her unlucky for becoming a widow at the age of 19. Though she was completely disappointed about her situation, she took a bold step and went public with her story, which changed her life completely. She dedicated her life to work for a noble cause. It was during 90s and that's the time there wasn't much awareness about HIV. Though she was scared initially, later she gained courage after consulting various lady doctors and she was diagnosed with TB and meningitis in 1998. She has to manage huge medicine expenses because free drugs weren't available at government hospitals during that time. A woman below the poverty line has to manage rupees 7,500 per month for her medicine expenses is a very huge tough situation. And in spite of that, she had a life-threatening disease in her. In spite of that, there was nobody to help her. Just imagine if she can manage her situation and she gained all the courage to face the problem, then why not you and me? I'm actually running out of words to explain her situation, but in spite of all her struggles, she, along with 3 other women, founded a society called Positive Women's Network in Chennai to support HIV victims. The society works on a very simple message: positive living. That was the time people believed in myths like this HIV virus spreads through air or by touching the victims. That's the time they were extremely humiliated. And that's the time where people blindly believe and judge everyone with HIV positive as immortal individuals. But Mrs. Kousalya didn't bother about the certificate what society gave her. Her only goal was to save a woman from humiliation and to support at least a woman who's undergoing tough situation like her. Started as a 4-member network, the Positive Women's Network grew into more than 5,000 members across India. The organization also worked with more than 40,000 HIV positive women in India. Through her organization, she wanted to teach HIV positive women about their rights, as she believed that only when women are made aware about their rights, they can start demanding them. In an an interview, she said that nearly 86% of the women who get HIV virus, they get affected from a single partner. In most cases, their husband. But society doesn't have time to understand this fact. But it had lot of time to humiliate others. So this is the society we give so much importance, and this is the society we think so many times for taking every single decision. It's mere stupidity to think about society to take every single decision in your personal life. If you are feeling happy, just go ahead and decide it for you. Forget about the society, because whatever good or bad things you do, anyway society is going to talk bad about you. So just ignore them and do what makes you happy. Through her team and from her personal experience, Kausalya guides HIV women to deal with various problems they face in their life. And she takes a lot of time to motivate them to share their experience with others in the society so that it is useful for others and to create awareness. In 2002, she organized the first national consultation for women living with HIV, transforming it to a very big national level network. She got support from college students to run this event, and the newspaper Hindu promised to provide an article about HIV virus every month. She has contributed a lot for the society. She also conducts programs for school children for the awareness. She conducts various programs to avoid discrimination of HIV positive women. Through her organization, she focuses on providing job opportunities for HIV positive women. Just look at her. From where she started her life and where is she now? And if you ever feel bad for problems that you face in your life, just think about her. Now tell me, don't we need to think twice or thrice before we start feeling bad looking at our problems in our life? Certainly not. In short, life is wonderful for those who know how to live it. Thanks for watching. Learn more inspiring stories from my book, A Journey in Search of Happiness, now available in Amazon. Thanks.